Congratulations. Get the deal done. You got some peace of mind for next year.
Yeah, I mean, that's always nice going into the summer. You know, you're coming back, and we like it here, so we're pretty excited to be coming back.
This has kind of turned into second home for you here.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Donald last night. He's trying to get me to buy a house around the corner from him, but his neighborhood's a little too expensive for my taste.
So what, you said you like it around here. I mean, obviously you do, but I mean, what do you see? Obviously the team works, the neighborhoods, all of this stuff. So what, give me an idea what you're thinking when this process starts.
I mean, really, it's the people that make it good for us. You know, from Harris and Scooter and the coaches. It just made it such an easy decision, and we like it here, so we're pretty happy.
So obviously you came in, Carl Taylor was the head coach. He's been the head coach ever since. You guys have meshed very well.
Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty good relationship. We don't get into it with each other that much, so that definitely helps.
It says a lot, too, that, I mean, you were in Austin, Texas last year. You come back this year and you want to re-sign again in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, I like Milwaukee. It just, sun comes out a little more down there.
It's we had a milder winter, too, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, coming from Buffalo, there's a little more snow every day, so.
So being the captain this year, what has that meant to you? You were the captain last season. You've been the captain in the past, but being the captain this year for Milwaukee, what has that meant?
I mean, this became a home, so getting to see this year really meant a lot to me. You know, trying to help these guys get to where they want to go, and working with the coaches, trying to get these guys to the NHL. It's really meant a lot.
Being here as long as you have now and coming up next year and wearing the letter, does it feel like you have more ownership?
I mean, I think that might become with age, getting a little older, but I mean, I've been the same person pretty much my whole career, so.
Let's talk about the way the season has gone. Obviously, it's going pretty well since December 1st, about a 700 points percentage, 800 since January 1st. You guys are cruising. You're playing your best hockey at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've been playing a lot better lately. You know, we had a tough start to the year. I think we were 0-7 on the road, so we really figured out how to play on the road, and we've been playing a lot better. You know, looking at our record from the past couple months has blown the start of the year out of the water, so we really turned the page on that, and we've been playing a lot better.
Donovan, the real estate market might be a little too hot still. Yeah, you got to let it settle down a little bit before you make any commitment.
Yeah, I saw what some of the houses are going for around him. I don't think so.
Good to have you back. Congratulations.
Thanks, Aaron.
So you get one deal done with Cole Schneider. How important is it to get Cole Schneider back in Milwaukee?
Well, I think you got your captain done, so I think that sets the tone, and I think he's been fantastic all year, I guess you could say. So, no, it was good. It was really just honest conversations. He wants to be here. He wants to live here. He's part of the community. He's good with our young guys. He produces. So it was a no-brainer for both sides, and it's good to get it done. It's
great when a guy comes in, a veteran guy comes in, and he fits what you just said. Great with the young guys, likes the community, all of that stuff.
Well, I think also it's just winning habits. Like, he's been here when we've had the team before the pandemic and we left, and he's been a part of our group, even though he went and played in Texas because we didn't have a spot for him, and then our first signing was him again. So for having Cole back and his family, and just what he brings to our organization, his professionalism, and just how he prepares, how he plays hurt, how he comes to practice, and just shows the young guys how to just grind out, you know, in the American Hockey League, how to do well, how to springboard and get them to the NHL, or how to carve out a 500 plus and counting American League, career. So.
Well, he's closing in on top 100 goals all time. He's top 120 in games played. I mean, it's quite impressive, and it says a lot about the two-way street of admiration that he comes back after that 1 year in Texas.
Yeah, I think he likes what we do. I think he likes the culture that we have here. He loves the coaching staff. I think he's a hockey nerd. He wants to probably once he retires, who knows, 10 years or whatever it is, he wants to stay in the game, and it's nice to kind of solidify yourself in a community that he likes, and he's a huge part of our group, and it's great to have him back, and I think it just shows where we're going for next year. We want a little bit of, camaraderie. We want some guys to come back. We don't want to have 16 new players again next year. I know there's going to be changes with our draft picks and stuff, but to have a little bit of be a little stable and So when fans come, they get to see the same players. If it's the Cole Schneiders and Tennyson's back, so it's like it's not a whole new team again, and we still have that winning culture, and we expect to win, and we expect to win the Calder Cup.
And for you, it matters the draft picks who are coming in, the guys who you presume will be here once again, and it shortens up the off-season shopping list. And I don't want to say it makes it easier in the off-season, but you've got a first or second line forward in Cole Schneider. You got a first or second pair defenseman in Matt Tennyson there.
Yeah, and that's you can't have all of them signed. You got to have some slots, and that's the challenge of putting a team together. And but I think what the position that I'm in, I get to see all our young draft picks and where they fit, and we can build a team around those and how you're going to insulate them. And they're going to have their ups and downs, just like the young guys are this year. And but you want to have good people around them where they can pick them up, and you want those young guys to be able to push our older guys as well.
I want to finish with a couple of things here about this season's team and how well they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, it was a little hairy there at the beginning. We had a lot of new faces. There's I guess the silver lining is we got a lot of guys that we didn't have on our radar. If it's Tommy Apap, we had Graham Knott, the guys that signed PTOs that came in, and Zach Solo, who hasn't played a whole lot. He's been around, and but those are the silver linings, and so you got to see some new faces, some new players. We had a few new guys come through, but then you open up the door to like a Cody Glass and Tommy Novak came down. Now their game is growing, and Rocco came down, and he's really a huge driver in our group. So they've earned it. It hasn't been easy. I think we missed one game through the whole pandemic, and we grinded it out, and it was good for our growth of our team. And now we're kind of on the second half of the season where the schedule is lightened up a little bit, so it should be a lot better.
Finish. We didn't do this obviously last year, but ATOs start to come in at the end of the season. Do we anticipate some showing up in April?
Yeah, for sure. It just with the junior league kind of getting expanded or going longer, so if some of our junior kids don't make playoffs or they get bowed out in the first round, we could see a few guys, but the most of them probably will play. Hopefully, maybe get a couple of some of our European guys once their season's done to bring over. So there'll be a few. There'll be a handful of them, but probably not as many as in the past.